It's Melissa with Sunday Chats with Melissa, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're part of the family, thank you so much for coming back and checking in. I certainly appreciate you. Today's the day for the Sunday Chat. So if you're new here, I upload videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays most weeks, and then I also upload on Sunday for my Sunday Chats. The Tuesday and Thursday videos are usually tutorials of some sort, and then the Sunday Chat is just a chat about wellness and what we're doing and how life is happening around us. So how is everyone? Let's just take like one sigh. Just bring our shoulders down, breathe. Let's just do that for a second. Because I know if you're like me, you might know someone like me who's a little bit stressed out about it. But I have friends on both ends of the spectrum. I have some who are way up here, and I have some that are way down here, and then I have some that are in the middle. So try to hang with those friends and talk to those friends that are kind of, they're taking it seriously, but they're not blowing it out of proportion, because someone with a personality like me can easily get spun up. So I'm just trying to take in the information as I get it, but I am walking away from my telephone. I'm walking away from the news. I'm walking away from all of that because I'm just going to check in regularly. I'm just not going to listen to it all day. I'm not. So I have sat on my porch so much to find some solitude and solace that my spring allergies have kicked in. If you watch my last two videos, my nose was already running, and now my sinuses are in full effect. So I have a little breathe respiratory drop in just to kind of keep that tickle at bay. And I use my inhaler a couple times today. So we're all set. I hope that you are settled in. I hope that you have all that you need for the duration that is. Whatever it is that we are inclined, whatever it is that we are directed to do, I hope that you have all that you need. I know that with the schools shutting down for the rest of the month, I'm sure that's very stressful to a lot of people because this is unprecedented. We've not done this in my lifetime that I know about, except during summer vacation, and then it's kind of planned. So anyway, I have some ideas about some things that I'm doing. I don't know whether we'll be returning back to work or not. I'm assuming so. I go back to work this week. I've been off healing, and I return back to work this week. And so I'm not really sure what our administration building is going to have going on, but I will soon find out. And I'm not taking anything flippantly by any stretch of the imagination, but there are some people just have to work. And if I'm one of those people, then I'm one of those people. I'll just have to take the necessary precautions. So anyway, what I've been doing to kind of keep my mind off of things and stay away from my phone a little bit is reading. And so if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been reading Untamed by Glennon Doyle. And do yourself a favor, buy a copy of this book. If you're a man, buy a copy of this book and read it, and then give it to your significant other, your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your daughter. Give it to someone, a woman who doesn't know about this. She will be so empowered, and in turn, your life will be significantly improved because of this. It is a great read. I read it in 24 hours. I'm reading some other books. I will read it again, but trust me when I say, get yourself a copy. I'm sure Amazon can deliver one in 24 hours, if not less. Also, our libraries are closing here in Virginia. I'm not sure about in other states or where you're watching from. So I went and picked up Every Drake Starts Over. And this is by Lindy Holmes. That was, I think, one of the recommendations on my book club, on my Facebook book club group. And then also The Rainwater by Tatiana Durazny. It just looked like it was about Paris. It looked like it was probably in the era in which I like to read, which is like historical fiction. So during one of the world wars. And so I'm excited to read that. I'm also listening to a couple of books on my Audible, And I enjoy Audible personally. I know some people either love it or hate it, but I enjoy it very much because many times the narrator has the same dialect as the character. And so that's really interesting. And it gives you a kind of new appreciation for the character because it's probably a dialect that you couldn't reproduce yourself reading it. And I know some people are like, well, I'd rather, that kind of takes the guesswork out of everything. And again, sometimes Audible's not for everyone, but it's definitely for me. When I used to have a long commute to work, I listened to a lot of audiobooks. I don't listen to them as much, but every so often I will pop my AirPods on during lunch. And I have Audible on my phone as well as my iPad and my Kindle. The other thing with your library being closed, and I've read in one of my reading book club groups that the lady was like, she was like, it was like a new mall had opened when they announced that the libraries were closing. But there's several apps that you can get, at least from our library here. I feel certain they're probably all over. One of them is called RB Digital, and you can get magazines downloaded from your library. If you have a library card and a library account, you can get magazines downloaded to that, and you can watch them right on your Kindle. Also, there's Overdrive, and that is where you can check out ebooks. In one of the places that you can check out an ebook and read on your Kindle, and also Hoopla. And I have Hoopla on my phone and on all my devices. I have an iPad and I also have a Kindle. And what's really nice about that is the iPad, they sync. So if I'm sitting at home or if I'm cooking dinner or whatever and I have my Audible on my iPad, it will sync the next time I go to use it at my phone at lunch. It'll say, the last section you listened to was, would you like to go there? And so that's really cool. I'm not sure if when you listen to it on your Kindle, does it update on your, I bet you it does. I bet you it does. I'll just have to try that out. But anyway, Hoopla is a way that you can check out music, videos, I think, ebooks, as well as audiobooks. And they're all free, and you can check them out from your library. And they have the same return policy as regular books do. I think 21 days or whatever it is. So anyway, because your library is closed doesn't mean you won't have access to some good reads or some good listens. Just download those apps onto your device, whatever device you have, iOS or Android, and you can listen. You can still listen. Okay, so that is, I got another book too. This one was also recommended. A Woman Is No Man. And this is from Etaf Rum, I think. But this was also recommended on my book club. I'm on the Facebook group, Read with Jenna. Jenna Bush has a book club. I think I'd laugh because several times I've said, she's not in the White House. She has children. She's on the Today Show. And yes, she also has a book club and has had for a year. So there's 12 books I need to catch up on. So anyway, those are the books that I have waiting for me. I'm listening to two, The Girl with the Louding Voice and Dear Edward on my Audible. Those are the two that I'm listening to on there. So those are some really great reads that have been recommended by the ladies in my group. So I'm excited. I'm also excited about Cheetah. Now, I've never seen a real cheetah. And I'm not looking to see one anytime soon. And unless he comes in my house or comes to my work, I guess I won't be seeing him. But when I was getting my toilet paper yesterday, look at this cute little thing. Isn't it darling? I love it. It's a new little spring dress. It's made by A New Day. It has a little ruffled bottom. I don't know. It's darling. And I figured, if you're out for toilet paper, you might as well pick yourself up a dress while you're at it. And also on Walmart.com, you can also pick up some little cheetah shoes. How cute are these? These are by Time and True, and they're darling. I have several of these that I picked up several years ago. And they're darling. They have like these little kind of caved in backs. They have memory foam in the bottom, but they are so stinking cute, and they're just nice to slip on and get out of the house. So, Cheetah, I also got a cheetah top that I don't have right here with me, but you'll be amazed at what the Amazon man can bring you right to your door. Now, another thing that I'm really excited about, and this just goes to show you, if you don't already know, how ridiculous and extra I really am. Are you ready for this? I'm not sure that you are. Are you ready? Yeah, that's right. They're Peep Crocs. They are. And no, they don't come this way. Yes, I had to buy two. Yes, I had to move the peeps around. And yes, I had to move the straps around myself. But they are so stinking cute. And look on the side, they even have the little Peeps logo on the side of them. And they're sparkly and they have texture just like a peep. Just like a peep. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so another thing that I'm really loving, and I have another one of these at work, but this little Bose speaker is such a good little Bluetooth speaker. You can pick this up for like $100 on Amazon, or QVC is where I got this, and I got it like several years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but it is great. So if you're sitting on the porch and you're drawing, or you're painting your nails, or whatever you're doing, or if you're just sitting in the house and you're listening to Audible or some music, this is a great Bluetooth speaker to pick up so that you don't have to have your earbuds in or have your speaker on your device stuck right to you. So this is a great little Bluetooth device, and it'll also hook up to like your Alexa or Echo, whatever you call yours. She hooks up to mine on that too, so that is super awesome. I did a post earlier in the week about hair care and body care, and I put a little picture up of of the I put a little post up of the shampoos and conditioners and stuff that I keep in my shower, and one of my friends said, I love when I use it, and can you talk about it a little bit more? And I use when mostly in the winter time because it's very moisturizing. But when I colored my hair, I wanted to make sure that this hair stayed the color it was supposed to be. And my hairdresser said, if you still have your Win, go ahead and use that. And I buy my Win by the gallon. I think they do it 2 times a year at QVC, and you get a gallon of it for right around $200 or so, but it's a game changer. Yes, it takes up a lot of room in your shower, but you're not getting carpal tunnel by having to do 17,000 pumps out of the smaller bottles, and there's just less waste. And I think it's a much better deal, for your money as far as buying the smaller bottles. But I love it. The Summer Honey Peach one is my favorite, and that's the gallon that I got the last time they had it. And I also got the Summer Peach Honey Treatment Oil, which is delicious. And it's great for just a moisturizer. You can use it on your hair. If your ends are a little dry, I've mixed it with my lotion and put it on my body. So Win has a lot of great products. But the shampoo is great for locking in color, and I love this little oil. I also have some conditioners and things like that, but with the gallon, it's really nice. You do one big pump, you wash it in, get everything really done, you rinse it, you do another whole pump, rinse that, add a little bit of water, let it set until you're done, and then rinse that out when you're done, and then you take a quarter size amount and rub it through your hair, and then just leave it. And I only have to do that like every 3 days. It's not like I do that every day. So check on the Win website. It tells you kind of what kind to get for your hair. But if you're interested in trying it out, I would certainly do so, because I think it's really, really keeping my color nice and secure, tight, in there. It's not going anywhere. It's nothing worse than washing your hair and washing your color go down the drain. It's no good. Nothing good's coming from that ever. Also, I picked up from doTERRA a couple of these little like spray bottles, and they're really nice to have if you're making like your own disinfectant. So Needless to say, when I got my toilet paper yesterday, I couldn't find any disinfectant, but I had some alcohol at home, so I mixed that with some hydrogen peroxide and then lemon oil, melaleuca, and eucalyptus. I think and lavender were the 4 oils that I put together, and then you can make your own. You can also use this for air fresheners. You can use it for different types of cleaners with your essential oils. And if you'd be interested in learning how to do some other stuff with essential oils besides diffuse them and, you know, just put them on your wrist or whatever, let me know. I can do a little video about some different ways that I use them, like for cleaning and things like that. So I'm loving my little pump bottles with Tara, and I'm also loving my essential oils. You know, I was kind of feeling a little panic that I couldn't find what I needed. But it's really nice because sometimes if you just look around your house, you already have what you need. And I think that's not just true with cleaning supplies. I think it's true with people, things, love, all of that. I think if you just look around, I think you have all you need, you know? Let's see. Okay, okay, a couple more things, and then we'll talk about some beauty. So, I'm an Apple girl, and I know some of my friends are like poo-poo on Apple, I don't like it or whatever, and if that's the case, I'm sorry. Because I love all things Apple. I think they're magic. I think they rank right up there with fax machines. Come on. How old is a fax machine? People hardly even use fax machines anymore. And think about the miracle of a fax machine. You stand at your desk and slide a piece of paper into a machine, and miraculously across the world, somebody gets that same sheet of paper? Come on. Come on. That's a miracle. And even more so with an Apple Watch. Listen, this is my 3rd one. So the first one I had didn't have cellular service on it. Don't even bother getting one that doesn't have cellular service because it's just a very small version of your phone on your wrist. And you can't see it. And then I bought one that had cellular service, and it was the size of, I don't know, a postage stamp. It seemed big, but it really wasn't. And it was useful. Yes, I could take a phone call. I could listen to my music. I didn't have to take my phone with me when I went places and stuff like that. Like I had a mobile phone on my wrist. That was all nice and good, but I couldn't read anything. My texts were hard to read. It was hard to look at things, you know, in my email and stuff like that on it. And then I got the 5th generation. Let me just tell you, this is the best $550 I ever spent. And I did it a long time ago, but it is wonderful. It really is. You can put your Apple Pay on here. You can put your music on here. You have your messages on there. It has exercise stuff. You can read your email on here. You can search the web. I don't do that because I normally have my phone for that, and I feel like it's just easier. But you can talk into it. It will send your text as a audio text or as a text. I just dare one of y'all that's my age to look at me and go, who cares? That's nothing. It's a miracle. It's a miracle on your wrist. If you have an iPhone, you need to get yourself an Apple Watch. My children both have Apple Watches. They're welcome. The boy was like, I don't think I'm going to use that, Mom. I really don't. I don't know that I will use that. That coupled with his AirPods for Christmas, he uses just fine. He uses that just fine. So, I love my Apple Watch. Okay. Oh, also on my toilet paper run yesterday, guess what I got? Glazed lemon loaf tea. Listen real close. If you were lucky enough to get your hands on a box of those lemon ups from the Girl Scout troop, it's a lot less calories, and it tastes and smells just the same. Hurry onto Amazon and order yourself a box of this. It is delicious. It requires no sugar. It requires nothing but warm water and a mug, and you to enjoy it. That's all. Lemon glazed loaf tea. You're welcome. I got toilet paper and that all in one Target run. What more could a girl ask for? Not much. No, heck of a lot. All right, so I did in my Target run. I also got these. I haven't taken the plastic off of it yet. But anyway, they're little notebooks, and you know, like my affinity for notebooks and being able to write stuff down. And I really do think we should kind of document during this time for our children. I don't remember what happened when I was a teenager. It was a long time ago, and I think we should document it. And for those of you who have small children, you know, who kind of don't know what's going on and don't need to know all the dirty down low of it, you know what I mean? It would be nice to just document some of that. I mean, I think that's important. But this little notebook says, put on your lip gloss and deal. Indeed. Put your lip gloss on and deal. Speaking of which, I have on a beautiful duo today. I have on this L'Oreal. It's 660. It's called, it's not L'Oreal, it's Maybelline. It's 660. It's called Touch of Spice. I have that on with this Patrick Ta, which is to die for. To die for. T-A-D-I-E. That's one word. To die. And this one is called She's an Influencer. And it is beautiful. It is sparkly. It has this luminescence, but it's not hard pieces of glitter. It's not going to be drying. It has an amazing little doe foot there. I think it's kind of hard to see, and nothing is focusing today. But I just put that right on top of that. Again. And also some lip oil from Smashbox. I was really wanting the Marc Jacobs one because I told you before how much I love Marc Jacobs lip products. And he has a coconut lip oil that they were out of. So I ended up getting a Smashbox one. And this one has seed oil, hemp seed oil, chamomile, jojoba oil, sunflower oil, and apricot oil. And it's a nourishing lip oil. My lips have just been really dry. I think even though it's warm outside, my heat is still going, and I think it's just a little dry in here. So I picked that up. Also, let's see, what else? Yes, okay. So on to the really cool stuff. Are y'all familiar with Ipsy? Oh, well, there's a million different kind of cosmetic little numbers that you can pay like a monthly fee for, and then they send you like I think Ipsy has a full size and a trial size one. Oh my gosh, there's Birchbox. I mean, there's a million of them, but I just did Ipsy. It's $12 a month, and I feel like that's really reasonable. The sizes are usually trial sizes, but I have a lot of lipstick. I will never go through all of this, so if I bought everything that I ever needed in a trial size, I think we should do that with all things. Do you think we should buy all things trial size? I mean, think of all the things that you never ever go through. You go, oh my God, this will last me a lifetime. But anyway, the Ipsy bags are they're $12 a month, and you get a cute little bag. And it's different every month. And then this month, there was a coconut coffee scrub, which you just get in the shower, wet your skin. It says use 2 small handfuls, cover your body, and enjoy. Okay, I think I will. So that was in there. I have a really nice brush by Firma. It would be a nice little liner brush to be able to, I don't know what's happening, work in some eyeshadow into my transition line. I got this Lottie Shimmering Squad. It's called The Good Girl, and I've never heard of this company before, but it has like a little plastic number with the eyeshadow inside of it, and it's metal, so there may be one of those where you make a compact of your own and put this in the bottom of it. I'm not sure, but I thought that was super pretty, and it's called Good Girl. The Good Girl. That's me. And then there's coupons in here. I think they usually give you some sort of coupons. It gives you... this tells you everything that's in here. Last time I felt like I got a coupon. Maybe I didn't. I got a Hey Honey Relax Soothing Moisturizer. This would be great to like just put in your pocketbook. It calms redness and upset skin. Who doesn't have that every once in a while? And then I got Tarte C. It's called Quench. It's the hydrating primer. I love primers and I have a ton of them. So this is like perfect. I'll just toss this in my primer drawer and give that a try. And then I got a full size of this in my FabFitFun box. And this is the Generation Clay, the Brightening Purple Clay Mask. So I got like a little sample of that, which is probably, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 little masks. So anyway, if you aren't already familiar with them, super cute, you know, and if there's things in there that you don't like or whatever, everything was really only like $12. I think shipping is free. And pass it on to somebody else that will, or give it to your daughter or your friend or whatever, you know. It's a nice way to try out new products. It's a nice way to get a little something in trial size. You go, oh, I'm glad I got that in the trial size because I don't like that. Also, got a few more palettes. This one is the, if I'm saying this right, Carly Bible. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's beautiful. Look at those colors in it. I am dying over these colors right here. These are amazing. These are amazing. And the little packaging is really pretty too. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of got like little, they're not rhinestones, but they're super cute. So that one, and also the Huda Beauty, I got the rose gold one, and it's what I have on today. And I'll try to take a picture later of my eyes, but this, I can't even, this top row of shimmer is enough. If I would have paid that for just these, that's what I would have done. It is beautiful, beautiful. And also, while I was out picking up my toilet paper, Milani had a little, let me take the top of it. They had a little palette there that I just thought was so beautiful. That is, it's called, it's very sealed. It's called the Gilded Coast. Oh, I love anything that has to do with water and mermaids. Oh, I have something else to show you. But look at those colors in there. It is gorgeous. This would be so beautiful with denim. This would be beautiful with black. It would be beautiful with gray. It's beautiful. And this is what the front looks like. It's just called the Gilded Coast. Amazingly beautiful. And speaking of which, look at these mermaid brushes. I'm telling you, Amazon, you cannot beat them. You cannot beat Amazon to make you smile and to bring you what you need at a cost that doesn't break the bank and makes you so happy. Mermaid brushes, I say to you. Okay, I think that about brings us to our 30 minutes. I've had to restart several times, so that was a good sign. I did want to tell you guys that we just need to breathe. We just need to breathe. We need to be kind to each other. That's what we need to be. Because everybody deals with stress and anxiety in a different way. Everybody. And so some people use humor. And some people use, oh, this isn't so serious. And some people are like, oh my God, the world's coming to an end. You know, everybody deals with everything different. And we just have to be kind to one another. And for all that is sacred in the world, if you feel like you have to post on one of the president's speeches or one of the governor's speeches or one of the newscasts about what other people are doing and how they're, please know that everyone reacts differently to everything. No one is the same. That's what makes our world so beautiful. That's what makes us beautiful. And if somebody has said something that's an offense to you, it's not you, it's them. It's their way of dealing with whatever they're dealing with. And the coronavirus might be the bottom of the list of what they're dealing with. They could be dealing with way other things, way other worse things. They could. We don't know. We don't know what's happening in people's life, and it's not our business. But we're all allowed to feel, and we're all allowed to feel the way we want to. Be kind. Just be kind. However someone is taking this news, this pandemic, this situation, show them some grace. Show them some grace. Because this is what I always said when I worked in a school system. And I still say it every time I pick up the phone today. Not today, not at my house, when I'm at work. I don't know what these people are going through. I don't know how many people they talked to before me. I have no idea what their story is. This little thing that they're talking to me about might be the 15,000th thing they've had to deal with this week, and they are done. Done. And people want to be heard. People want to be noticed. And people want to be helped. And I think that even from our homes, even from the safety of our workspace, our homes, wherever we are, we can be kind. Some of my friends are offering to take food to students and get food to students because I don't know if any of you know this or not, but I worked in a school where a lot of the lunches were free and reduced, and that was the only food they got. And now with school being closed at the end of the month, it puts people in a real predicament. And I have friends that are offering to provide that food. Our school systems are offering to provide this food. We have to be kind. We have to be loving. We have to take into account what other people are going through that I would venture to say some of us don't know and may never know about. So, have a great week. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And until we meet again, and until we chat again, I love you all. Thank you.